Right, so I'm live on YouTube. I'm going to set up my Instagram live right now. Forewarning for you all coming on to YouTube. I have no idea if this will get shut down or not because I was realizing that I was going to be playing music and I don't know if YouTube's going to shut me down for that. So I highly suggest maybe jumping onto Instagram and just doing the live there. We'll see what happens. Gotta get the music going. That's ready. Okay, so I'm live. Officially live, but it says I have poor connection. Let's see how this goes. We will see what happens. The first streaming of the class, working out kinks, not really sure what's going to happen here. So hopefully, I don't know. I keep getting this poor connection. I'm logged into Wi-Fi, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. If you're joining tonight, we don't necessarily need any props. I always suggest having some blocks nearby or something for under your seat, especially if you're going to stay for meditation for the last 15 minutes of class. And we've got really today planned maybe getting some burn in our legs. Get the heart rate up a little, not too much. It is later in the day, but I just want to, kind of get you guys moving. I want to give you a nice mix of slow mellowing down with feeling like you still get a burn and a workout in. And then, of course, I like to top class off with the cherry on top, which is a nice 15-minute meditation for you guys. So hopefully you can stay for the whole thing. Even if you can't stay for the whole 15 minutes of meditation, even just stay for like 5 would really be a great benefit. That end of the class meditation is going to be a energy aligning, chakra balancing meditation. Really, really, help to refuel you, energize you going into this week. So looks like we're almost at time. Hey everybody for coming in. I'm glad you're all here. Rachel, you're eating your curry, but you'll be back for meditation. Of course you're eating. You're always eating. I love it. It makes me smile. Excited to be doing this. I hope that you guys, that I have no technology failure. That's like, if I can get through this without like IG shutting down or my phone falling over, I will consider that a great class. More people popping in. So, Kristen, you made it. You got the girls to bed. Exciting. All right. So it's almost time. I want to get started kind of on the dot. That way nobody feels like I can't stay till the end. But if you can, that's fine too. All right. So we're going to get started. I'm going to start the music up. Oh, that was what I forgot to do. Move the music a little bit closer so you guys can hear it. Well, hopefully. This playlist is also on Spotify, and I'll repost that link if you guys want to check it out after class. But for now, we're going to start class getting down into child's pose. That's not. All right. Hopefully you guys can hear that music, and just settle yourself down into child's pose. As you arrive here on your mat, hips are back, knees are wide, arms are extended long. Let the forehead drop down to the floor. Let the belly sink in between the legs and just let everything relax and let go. Take a deep inhale in. Exhale fully, and as you exhale out, just release all the tension, all the stress, all the bullshit of the day. You've taken the time to show up here. So really take use of that opportunity. And let everything else fall away. Give yourself a gift. However long it is you stay with me tonight. While you're here, leave everything outside of yourself out the door. You use your breath. We have with us all the time the greatest tool. That is the tool of the breath. That is the absolute tool to help us release all the tension, all the fear, all the anger, all the noise. So whenever the thoughts creep in, whenever the distractions start to creep in, as you're holding a pose or you're talking to yourself about how hard something is, feel aching in it or you can't do it, acknowledge the thought, but then use that exhale, use your breath to release it. And just happen now, quiet down, I'll get quiet, listen to the music. For the next few moments, just listen to the breath. And we're going to start to move now, linking breath and movement. So as we inhale, I want you to rock forward, bringing the shoulders over the wrist. And as you exhale, bring the hips back down. Inhaling, waving forward. Exhale, hips sink back down to the heels. Inhaling forward. Exhaling back. Two more like this. Inhale, we wave forward. And exhale, we go back. This time as we inhale, move forward. We're going to settle in our tabletop pose. Set up the alignment of the hands. Hands are shoulder distance apart. Index fingers are parallel towards one another, and the eye of the elbow, that nook of the elbow, is spinning forward. You're rooting down through your knuckle points and staying strong through your arms. Belly, navel pulling back. Now we're going to bring some movement back in. First, we're going to inhale, bring that right arm out long. Reach it back like you're resisting it in someone's hand. And then as you exhale, we're going to take a twist, bending the left elbow, reaching the right arm across, bringing the right knee air down to the floor. And then we move with the breath. Inhale, pressing back through that left hand, extending the right arm long. And then exhale, back across. Inhale, we open. Exhale, we twist. This time we're going to stay down. If you feel yourself collapsing your weight into your ear, I want you to make sure you're keeping that left hand down. If you feel stable here, you can take this a little bit further by lifting that left arm up, drawing that left shoulder blade onto the back. Again, if you feel comfortable here, you can take it a step further. Turn the left palm back, bend the elbow, and maybe you go ahead and reach across the back body, reaching for that right thigh. Right outer hip is drawing back. Left shoulder is pulling back, opening the left side of the chest. Stay here, one more breath. Inhale and fold. Reaching the hand back up now, and as we exhale, that left hand comes down. You pull the right arm back across and out to the side. And then inhale, bring that right arm forward. You can be up on ridge tops or have the left palm flat. Inhale, reach forward and long with the right fingertips. And now lengthen the left foot back. As you pick it up, picking it up with awareness that the toes are pointing straight down. The leg is active, the inner thigh is spinning upwards. As we exhale now, we're going to crunch, drawing that left knee, right elbow in towards us. Hold, inhale, lengthen, exhale, we hold. Inhale, we lengthen, exhale, crunching in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. One last time. Inhale, lengthen. Keep it out. Keep the left leg lifting. Take that right arm back out to the side. Lower it down. And then pull the left knee down. It's second side, so the weight shifts into that right hand this time. We inhale, lift the left arm out to the side, reaching it back, engaging that left shoulder blade onto the back. Don't take that right hip under with you, or don't let that left hip open up. Hips stay square. On your exhale now, we take that twist. Left arm comes across the body, right elbow bends, left ear touches the floor. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, reach and open, and then exhale, twist. Last one, inhale, open. This time as we exhale, twist it across, we're gonna pull that outer left hip back. Don't let the weight just pour down into your head and neck here. Make sure you're strong through your belly. If you feel stable here, then you can advance it and reach that right arm up. Maybe you go for the bind, spinning the palm back towards behind you, and then bending the elbow and reaching for that left thigh. Make sure that left hip hasn't started to pull forward. Belly stays strong. One more full breath here. On your next inhale, reach that right arm long. Exhale, plant the right hand. Inhale, lift the left arm back out to the side, and then bring it forward. On your next inhalation, reach the right leg long behind you, toes point straight down. Inner edge of the right thigh activates up, in and up towards the ceiling, so that inseam of your leg turns up. Don't let the belly drop down. You're keeping the core strong. With your next exhale, we bring the knee in. Right knee, left elbow touch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Give me two more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. This time when we inhale, lengthen out. Bring that left arm out to the side or lower it down. And then gently touch the right knee back down to meet the right. We're going to walk our knees back now just behind our hips. Give ourselves some length in our side body. We're just going to activate our shoulders, blades. So here, I want you to keep the arms straight and strong. No bending is happening in the arms. The movement in the shoulders is coming directly from just the engagement of the shoulder blades on and off the back. So what I want you to do is on your exhale, you're going to draw the shoulder blades towards one another, and the heart descends towards the floor. As you exhale, you're going to press the floor away. The shoulder blades are going to move apart, and that's protraction of the shoulder. Inhale at the top. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades towards one another and sink the heart down. Exhale, press the floor away, protract. See how my arms are not bending? Give me two more like this. Sit, bringing the shoulder blades together, heart melts down, and then exhale. Press the floor away. One more, just like that. I think this is a little loud. And then we all meet at the top. Lower that a little. All right, so we find ourselves now in our modified plank. We're gonna squeeze our heels in, activate our hamstrings. And as we exhale now, we're gonna keep the belly engagement strong. We're gonna start to bend the elbows, taking them out as an A shape. So they're not winging out to the side, they're not hugging in tight to the body. They're on a slight angle out to the side. As you pull the heart forward, bend the elbows, slowly we lower down through modified chaturanga. Eventually we make our way to the floor, we lengthen the legs. We root down through the tops of our feet, and we keep the shoulders active. So shoulder blades move towards one another, and the top of the shoulders move away from the ears. We're fully engaged. We're going to take a little bit of a cobra wave here. So little baby cobra wave. On your next inhale, I want you to root down through the tops of your feet. Lift the kneecaps away from the floor. Engage your glutes. Engage your belly away from the floor. And then energetically pull the heels of your hands back towards your feet as you slide your heart forward and come up. And then exhale, wave down. Inhale, rising up. Shoulder blades active the whole time. Exhale, coming down. Maybe each time you come up, you find you get a little bit deeper in the pose. Maybe not. Remember, this is your practice. It's not supposed to look like mine or anybody else's. One last time, we inhale it, hold up at the top in our cobra. Hug, 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 and then exhale, release down. Slide the arms out to a T shape. I want you to engage your hamstring by pulling your left heel in towards your seat. As you exhale, you're going to roll over onto your right hip, bringing your left foot behind you. Hands are out to a T. And we're just stretching across our chest here. So you should feel this through the right pec. Really into opening up the front of my chest at the start of class. Find a lot of tightness here. Any of you ladies out there in particular, you probably are really tight across the chest. Even all of us, just the way our life is, being on computers, punching forward, doing things, causes a lot of front body tightness. On your next inhale, roll back onto your belly. Lengthen that left leg. Inhale, engage the right hamstring by squeezing that right heel in. As you exhale, roll open over to the left hip. Plant that right foot behind you. Really press down through that left palm of the hand into the floor and feel that stretch across the left side of the chest. Your whole head opening up. And then we inhale, we roll back through center. Lengthen the left foot to meet the right. Drag your hands back in, lining them up with the center of the chest. So thumbs in line with mid-chest. Take the heels, pull them in. Engage the belly up and away from the floor. Shoulder blades are engaged up and down the back. Press the floor away on your exhale and rise back up through modified chaturanga. Good. From here, we're going to shift our hips back on our next exhale. So we're taking the quarter dog. I'm going to move myself forward on the camera. So shift the hips back, not all the way to the heels. So you're kind of midway here. Again, hands shoulder distance apart, root through the knuckles, strong arms, arm bones moving away from the floor. On your next inhale, lift the knees to hover. So they're hovering about 1 inch from the floor. Inner thighs are engaged. Lift up all the way onto your tippy toes here so you get the hips high. Nothing's changed in the arms. With the next exhalation, I want you to keep the hips high, but lengthen the heels down to the mat and think inner thighs moving in, back, and apart as you do so. Maybe the legs come all the way to straight, maybe they don't. But we're arriving in our first downward facing dog. And I want you to take the next few breaths here to make this about your practice. So maybe you're pedaling out the knees, maybe you're just shifting the hips side to side. I don't really care what it is. I want you to listen to your breath. I want you to tap into how your body's feeling. And I want you to make the movement about you and your body. I'm not giving that many opportunities for it in class, so take advantage of it. Take one or two more breaths here. And then when we're all ready, take one more deep breath, finish up your movement, and we'll meet back in that neutral dog. As we inhale now, we're going to lift up our right leg. Again, same integrity as we did a few moments ago. Toes pointing down, lifting from the inner thigh. As you exhale, I want you to take that right foot and tap it to the outer left or back corner of your mat. And then inhale, lift it up, arcing it over and tapping the right corner of your mat. And just repeating with your breath. So you're drawing a rainbow from each corner of the mat with those right toes. Give me one more. And with your next inhalation, lift that right leg and cross it over the left ankle. From here, we're going to exhale, roll to the outer edge of the left foot. Press the floor away, so you're pressing your palms forward and down into your mat and stretching the hips back. Really press into that right palm, pressing it forward and down, and feel a nice stretch through the right side of the body, through the lats, so that space in between the armpit and the rib cage. You should really be feeling the stretch there. And then as we inhale, we'll roll the hips back to neutral, uncross the right foot from over the left, and back to your down dog. And on your next inhale, lift that left leg up. As you exhale, bring it across behind you, tap the outer right corner of the mat. And then inhale, arc it back across, tap the outer right corner. Inhale again. As you make this movement, that left foot is flexed. And as you reach the peak of the arc, you're really squeezing your glutes, engaging your butt. So what this exercise will do for you is give you that little butt lift. Little smile lines under the butt. Give me one more. And on your next inhale, we reach that left leg across and cross it over top of the right ankle. Inhale, as we exhale, twist our hips open to the side, rolling to the outer edge of the right foot. Press the hands down and forward, especially through that left hand, and feel that stretch now through the left lateral part of the body. One more breath. And then inhale, roll back through center, uncross the feet, readjust your feet, find your down dog, get a little buoyancy, find some bounce in the knees, and then everyone bend their knees now, and we're just gonna kind of pounce off the balls of our feet as we launch our heart and chest forward, coming into a plank. So I'll do that again. Bend the hip knees, take the hips back, and then inhale, wave forward into your plank. One more time. Exhale, bring the hips back, quarter dog, and then inhale, wave it forward to your plank. As we exhale now, you have the option to take full chaturanga, or you can bring your knees back down for the modified form, which we already were. Listen to your body. Belly strong, hips are in line with the shoulders, belly is in line with the shoulders. Nothing is dropping. On your exhale, here we go. Bend the elbows, slowly lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, root the top of the feet down, sweep the heart up, come up, cobra or up dog. Exhale, lower down, tuck the toes, engage the belly back, and either come back right into down dog or press back up through chaturanga. Take the hips back, downward facing dog. Take the breath. Good, inhale. We're gonna lift the right foot up, take the shoulders over the wrists, and we're gonna find ourselves in a one-legged plank. If this is too much for you, you can bring that left knee down to modify. Inhale, as we exhale, we're gonna press the floor away and find that protraction again in the shoulder blades as we draw that right knee forward and tap our right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press the floor away, protract, tap the elbow with your right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, tap, hold, squeeze, and then as you exhale this one, drop that right foot down and find a low lunge. You can take that left knee down. Really put your weight into your right heel. And I want to just bring some movement here into that right hip. So maybe rock back and forth. Maybe make little circles, counterclockwise and then clockwise. Get some fluidity, some movement. All right. So now we're going to move into Anjaneyas. I want to make sure that you're not on the top of your left kneecap. So lengthen that knee back, and you want to land the knee down when we come down into Anjaneyas, right in that sweet spot between the top of the kneecap and where the top bottom of the thigh. Once you've gotten there, inhale, keep the arms up overhead. Energetically stomp down through that right heel. Draw the outer right hip back. And then untuck the back toes if they aren't already. And I want you to think like you're trying to pull your left knee back. The more you energetically pull it back, the more you're going to feel that stretch through the left hip flexor. When you're ready, take the hands up overhead. Keep taking the rib cage back. Don't pop it forward here. Core stays engaging back as you lift up from your spine with length. The hands reach up towards the ceiling, and maybe from that lengthening, you find a small back. Inhale, come back up. As you exhale, take the right hand down towards the floor. So it's moving towards the floor. It might not touch. Reach the left fingertips over to the right side of the room. Don't collapse into the left side body here. Keep the length, or into the right side body. So you're lengthening on both the left side as well as the right side. Inhale, bring that right arm up to meet the left. As we exhale now, we're going to bow forward. You're going to create some space for yourself. So heel toe that right foot out wide, and then turn it, the toes out on an angle. So the toes are on a 45-degree angle, and you want to make sure that the knee is tracking over the center of the foot. So if the foot turns out, the knee turns out. From here, we're going to linger in this hip stretch for a moment, and you have a few options. You can stay exactly where you are right now. This is a lot for most of us. If you want to make it a little bit juicier, you can start with taking the left forearm down, and then maybe the right. For some of us, if you have blocks, this is a good opportunity to bring the floor up to you. Last but not least, if you really want to take it there, you can do all of that and then add the picking up of the left knee. If you're doing that, you really want to find the extension out through the left heel. What I don't want you guys doing is sacrificing the alignment of the upper body and hunching to try and get the arms down. My forearms most days do not come down to the floor, and I am not ashamed of that. So I often use the block and keep the heart open. And I linger in this. I've talked a lot on the side, so we're gonna move. When you're ready, you're gonna inhale, climb up from where you are. You're gonna keep that right foot alignment exactly as it is. So it's spinning out on that 45-degree angle. You're gonna lift up the back knee now. Press down through the right heel. Inhale, and as you exhale, you're gonna step that left foot forward wide, and you're finding Malasana. So I'll turn towards the camera. Malasana looks like this. Feet are wide, toes are turned out. If your heels are lifting off the floor, you can grab a blanket or you can roll your mat back to give yourself a little lift. As we stay in Malasana and linger here for a moment, I want you to work your outer upper arms pressing back into your legs and then resist your legs back into your hands. That will fire up all the muscles in the legs for you. All right, we're moving. So on our next breath, inhale. As we exhale now, you can extend the hands out in front of you for a counter balance. But as you exhale, I want you to press through the heels, rise up, inhale at the top, and then exhale, we're gonna squat back down, finding Malasana. Place the hands. We gotta get back out of this. So kind of shift the weight over into the right heel. Get light in the left foot. Squeeze the left heel up and then reach it back behind you. Find your low lunge. Take the weight into the hands. Squeeze the right heel in now. Shoot the leg behind you. Find the top of plank. Option here, we either move through a vinyasa or find your down dog and hold. Moving into our second side, we'll inhale, pick up the left leg. On your next wave of breath, flow the heart forward with your inhalation, coming to a one-legged plank. As we exhale, press the floor away. Hug the left knee and tap it to your elbow. Inhale, lengthen it long. Exhale, tap it in. Inhale, lengthen it. Exhale, tap it in. Inhale, find the length. Exhale, tap it in. Inhale, length. Exhale, tap it in. Hug it, hold it here. And with your exhale, drop that foot down. Find your lunge. Finally, bring that right knee down. Climb your way up. And let's find that movement. Maybe rocking back and forth, drawing the little circles. All right. All right, find the static motion here. Kind of come into Anjaneya. So if you need to readjust that back knee, make sure you're not on the top of the kneecap. We're gonna inhale, take the arms up overhead. Stomp down through the left heel, draw the outer left hip back, and then energetically pull the right kneecap back and feel that stretch through the top of the right thigh. Inhale, the more you root down, the more freedom and length you'll find through the spine as you grow and reach up. From there, you find the length to find the back bend. So you're reaching up and out of your low back rather than crunching into it. Inhale, come up. Exhale, left hand reaches down and out to the side. As it reaches to the floor with length, the right fingertips reach towards the left side of the room. One more breath here. Use your inhale, bring the left arm up to meet the right. Exhale, take the hands down, bow forward. We're finding that yummy hip stretch. I talked a lot about the variations on the other side, so find what's right for you. Remember, you're spinning that left foot out on a 45-degree angle. The knee tracks over the ankle. And if you want to, take the foot wider. Give yourself room, especially if you're really tight in your hips. Listen to your body. And as we're in the hip area, it's intense. This is where we really need our breath. We really call on our breath here. We use each exhalation to release the tension. And with every inhale, imagine the breath flowing in and bathing the tightness of the muscles with that light, white, glowing, healing breath. One more breath here. We'll climb up. Place the hands. Left foot stays exactly as it is. Lift the right knee. Inhale. As you exhale, root through that left foot. Step the right foot wide. Bring the hips down. Find your Malasana. We're not lingering here quite as long anymore. Take one full breath. Inhale. As you exhale, press through the heels. Stand up. And inhale at the top. Exhale, squat back down. Place the hands, shift the weight into the left foot. Squeeze the right heel up. Exhale, shoot the right foot back. Repeat on the second side. Inhale, press down through the hands, protract the shoulders. Squeeze the left heel in and shoot the left foot back. Top of plank. Move through your vinyasa or move right into a downward facing dog. Find your down dog. Take 2 full breaths here. Even out the breath. We're going to move. We're going to add on to this flow. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale, bend the knees. And on your next inhale, you can either walk, hop, fly to the front of your mat. Finding your first forward fold. Feet hip distance apart. Hips over knees, knees over ankles, one straight line. Go elbow to elbow for a second. Just shake it out. Take the fingertips back down to the floor again. If legs aren't straight, I'd rather see bent knees and a straight back. So I don't want you rounding through the low back to get the fingertips down. You can use bent knees. You can use blocks. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Pull the navel back. Exhale, dive in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. This time, as we inhale, lengthen. Take the hands to the hips. Draw the elbows back towards one another. Engage the shoulders. Keep the belly strong. Press through the feet. Lengthen through the crown of the head as you inhale. Come all the way up. Good. Exhale, release the hands. Close the eyes. Take one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. And just give yourself a moment of gratitude. We're a little more than halfway through class. And just thank yourself for everything that you've done so far. Just showing up is enough and something to be grateful for. Exhale, release the hands. Here we go. Inhale, hands come up overhead. Exhale, we go into chair pose, Utkatasana. Hips drop. I like to keep my feet hip distance apart, give myself more space. Belly pulls back, belly's engaged. Try and shift the weight into the heels. So if you can pick up your toes and wiggle them around, try and do that. Move back for you guys so you can see me more. All right, we're gonna shift our weight into this left heel. We're gonna pick up, we're gonna shift our weight into our right foot. Just kidding. Into that right heel. We're gonna get light on these left toes. You guys can see this. We're gonna tip the hips. We're gonna tip ourselves forward. Butt moves back. Draw that left knee in, and then as you exhale, you're gonna step that left foot back. And then inhale, come up, find crescent. Now we're gonna reverse that and we're gonna try and do that a couple of times. It's a lot, I know, but I have all the confidence in you. And you're in your own home, so you get to play, you get to fall over. No one's judging you but yourself. We are our worst critics, but have fun with yourself tonight. So here we go. We're gonna tip forward, root down through the right heel, shift the weight forward, hug that left knee in, rise up, catch your balance.
Inhale at the top. As you exhale, tip the hips, take the seat back, find a bend in that right knee, and then exhale, shoot the left leg back. Inhale, crescent. Again, inhale at the top, exhale, fold forward. Sink the weight into the right heel. Hug the left knee and squeeze it in as you then lengthen the right leg. Inhale at the top. Exhale, bend the right knee. Start to hinge at the hips. Take the seat back. Shift the weight back in the left foot. Rise up, crescent. Can we do one more? I have all the faith in you that you can. Take it as slow as you need to. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, bow forward. Root the weight into that right foot. Hug that left knee in. Rise up, stick it and hold. Inhale at the top. Exhale, bend the right knee as you tip the hips back. Reach the left foot back. Rise up, crescent. Amazing. Here, inhale. As you exhale, we're opening it up now. Warrior two. If you need to give this right thigh a little break, here's the opportunity to do it. You can go ahead and straighten that right leg. But if you're trying to keep things spicy and you have it in you, keep the right thigh parallel to the floor. Don't find that break. Take one more breath where you are, and then we all meet back in warrior two. Right thigh parallel to the floor, right knee over the ankle, not tracking past it, it's not tracking behind it, right over top. Good. Inhale. As we exhale now, we reverse our warrior. Walking our left hand back down the left leg. Reaching, finding length through the right fingertips. Inhale. One more breath. And as we exhale, come back up through warrior two. Inhale at the top. Exhale now, finding side angle pose. Right forearm to the top of the right thigh. Left arm, bicep in line with the ear, palm facing down. Left arm is straight. And if we want to take it there, we can take the right hand down to the outer edge of the right foot or on to a block. Full Parsvakonasana, side angle pose. Can you give me one more breath here? And then we inhale, come back up. On our next breath, now we're going to transition back to crescent. Inhale, spin off the ball of the left foot. Ooh. Here we are, crescent pose. Got one more little push on this right side. Inhale, as we exhale, now we're going to tap that left knee down. And then inhale, come back up. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, up. Exhale, tap it down. Inhale, up. Two more. Tap down. Last one, you have this. Bring it down and bow into yourself. Hands come to the inner edge of the right foot. Back knees down. We're going to inhale now. We're going to twist it open to the right side. And then exhale. Windmill that right hand down. Lift the left knee. Spin the right toes out. We're going to step forward back to Malasana. You know where we're going. Inhale. Exhale. Take it forward. Hips drop down. Take a breath. And deep inhale. As you exhale, stand it up. Inhale at the top. Exhale. Squat it back through Malasana. Place the hands. You got this. Squeeze that left heel in. Step it back. Other side. Squeeze the right heel in. Step it back. Find your plank. Inhale. Exhale. Move through your vinyasa or take a moment in down dog for yourself. We all meet in downward facing dog for 2 full rounds of breath. Slow the breath down. Even out the inhalation and the exhalation. All right, we've got a second side. So as you're ready, inhale deeply. Exhale, bend the knees. Hop, walk, or jump yourself forward to the front of your mat. Good. Exhale, drop the hips. Lift back up through Utkatasana. Inhale, press through the feet, rise up. Exhale, take the hands down. Move right into the second side. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, hips drop. Utkatasana, chair pose. Second side. So this time, for real, we shift our weight into our left foot. As we shift the weight into that foot, we come onto the toes of our right foot. We hug it in, and then we exhale, we reach back. We find crescent pose. Beautiful. Do that a couple more times. We got this. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach the hands forward. Drive down through that left foot. Squeeze that knee in and up. You've got this. Exhale, tip the hips forward. Bend that left knee. Shoot the right foot behind you. Find your crescent. Inhale at the top. Exhale, bend at the hips. Shift the weight forward. Hug that right knee in and up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, bend the left knee. Hinge at the waist. Shift the hips back. Shift that right leg back. Crescent. One more. You got this. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, bow forward. Weight into that left heel. Drag that right knee and squeeze that. Inhale, find the length to the top. Exhale, bend this left knee. Tip at the hip. Shift that right foot back. Inhale, crescent. Beautiful. Exhale, we open it up. Warrior two, second side. So outer edge of the right foot is parallel to the back edge of the mat. Again, give yourself a moment of relief in that front leg and straighten it if you need it. If not, you're hanging here with me. All right, take your last breath wherever you are. We meet back in full warrior two. Inhale as we exhale now, we reverse our warrior. Good, inhale, back to warrior two. As we exhale, coming to side angle, right forearm, left forearm to the left top of the thigh, right arm swings overhead, bicep in line with the ear. Keep that top arm straight and strong. If you have more to give, you can move that left hand to the outer edge of the left foot. Give me one more full breath here. As we inhale, we rise back up. We stay strong in our legs through the transition. Good, inhale. Now as we exhale, we're going to spin off the ball of our right foot and find our crescent pose again. We got those knee taps. You got this. Inhale, exhale, tap the right knee down. Bring it back up. Inhale, tap down. Two. Last one. Bring the knee all the way down and bow into yourself. Spin the left toes out. Give yourself space if you need to walk that left foot wide to the side. Plant the hands, look forward. We're stepping forward to Malasana. Lift up that right knee. Inhale as you exhale, step it wide. We rock the hips. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, press through the feet. Squeeze your glute, rise up. Inhale at the top. Exhale, sink it back down. Malasana. Place the hands. Shift the weight into the left foot. Squeeze the right heel and shoot it back. Inhale, squeeze the left heel up to the left glute. Shoot it back. Plank pose. Find your vinyasa or move right to your down dog. Take a breath here. We missed a twist, so I'm bringing you back so you stay even on this left side. So lift that left leg up. Inhale, exhale, bring the left knee forward. Squeeze it in, drop it down. Bring that right knee down. We got that twist on the left side that I almost forgot to give you guys. So inhale, lift that left arm up as you twist open to the left side. Keep drawing that outer left hip back. Inhale, big inhale at the top. Exhale, plant the hands, step back. When we come back to our downward facing dog. Gotta keep you even. So even I goof up. It's been 2 months since I've taught a class, so I was a little bit nervous this evening getting the technology and all of it going. All right, one more little push for you guys here. We're gonna move through some ab work. As we inhale, we're gonna come forward to our plank. Lift up the right leg. Inhale, exhale. Draw that right knee forward. Step the right foot forward and inhale. Come on up to your crescent pose again. Find it, stick it, exhale. We're gonna come down. Variation, you can bring that back knee down for support if you need to. We're gonna twist open, back open to the right. So find that twist. I'm gonna switch sides so you guys can see this. So as you twist open to the right here, find it. On our next breath, I want you to heel toe that right foot midway down your mat as you roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Take a look at your arm here. You want the eye of the elbow spinning forward. You're rooting through your knuckle point. And that left shoulder blade is engaged on the back. You're in supported Vashisthasana. You're pressing down through that right foot to lift the hips high. All right, if this is a cakewalk for you, you can progress it and stack the right foot on top of the left here. We're holding and we're gonna do some dips. We're gonna get into those obliques now. So whether you're here or you're in your supported Vashi, you're lowering the hips down just an inch. You're not bending the arm to do so and you're not engaging it. And then as you exhale, press the hips back up. Inhale, drop the hips. Exhale, lift them high. Inhale, drop them low. Exhale, lift them high. Inhale, drop them low. Exhale, pick them high. Give me 2 more. And then exhale. Holding at the top of your Vashi. If you're in full Vashi, you're going to hug that right knee in. And then you're going to plant that right foot back down. And now everyone, we're heel toeing that foot back to the front of our mat and finding our low lunge back on our right side. Inhale, lift up, pressing. Beautiful. Exhale, bow down to yourself. Press into the hands. Squeeze that right heel in. And then exhale, shoot the foot back. Take a chaturanga. Move through your vinyasa. Or if you want to hold your plank, you can hold your plank. All the options. You could come into a child's pose. Whew. Here we go. Second side. Inhale. Lift that right leg up, or the left leg up. Sorry, you guys are going on the second side. Lift the left leg up. Inhale as you exhale. Bring that left leg down the center line of the body. Hug it in. And then as you exhale, drop the foot down. Keep the right knee lifting, or if you want the support, you can bring the right knee down. We're taking that twist, outer left hip drawing back. Belly button moving away from the top of the left thigh. Inhale, get long, and then as you exhale, twist it open towards the left side. Big breath here. Good. You know where we're going from here, so we're moving into our supported Vashi. Everyone at first. So heel to that left foot back towards the center of the mat as you roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Really get the alignment of your right arm. So eye of the elbow spins forward, arm is straight, right shoulder blade engaged on the back. Press down through that left foot to lift the hips high. If you're moving out of supported Vashi, you're stacking the left leg over the right. As we arrive, we're going to start to take those taps. Use your breath Inhale, lower the hips. Exhale, press the floor away. Inhale. Exhale, press the hips high. Inhale. Exhale, press. Inhale. Exhale, high. Give me 3 more. Inhale, drop them. Exhale, lift high. 2 more. Woo. Last one. Hold your Vashi at the top. If you're in full Vashi, you're bringing that left foot forward to the center of your mat. And then all together now, we heel toe that left foot forward. Get length, reach out through the left arm. You're on the ball of your right foot as you inhale. Come up, find crescent at the top. Exhale, bow to yourself, that bow of gratitude for all the work that you've done. Squeeze that left heel in. Extend the leg back, top of the plank. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, bend the elbows, lower down. Inhale, come up, cobra up dog. Exhale, take it back. Downward facing dog. Drop the knees, take them wide, find a child's pose. Give yourself a breath here. All right. Rock the hips forward. We're slowing it down. You've earned it. We're going to glide ourselves forward, come all the way down onto our bellies now. We're going to find, again, that nice little shoulder, front of the body stretch that we already did in the front of the class. It's just my favorite right now. So you're gonna have it twice. Extend the arms out wide. Squeeze the left heel in. As you exhale, you roll over onto that right hip, and that left foot finds the floor behind you. Really root down through that right palm into the floor. And where you find that connection, and where you'll feel that stretch across the right hip. Just close the eyes here. Listen to the breath. Good, and then inhale. Roll back through center. Lengthen the left leg. Bend the right foot. Rolling the heel in. And as you exhale, roll open over onto that left hip. Press the left palm down into the floor. Opening up the front of that chest. Stretching it out. Good, and then inhale, roll back through center. Slide the hands back in to frame the chest. Press through the hands, take the hips back, and find your downward facing dog. Inhale. We're going to take that right leg long behind us. And as we exhale, we're going to bring that knee forward and we're going to find pigeon pose. So as we set ourselves up into pigeon, your goal ultimately eventually is to try and work towards getting this right shin parallel to the front of your mat. Who knows if I'll ever get there? I'm not sure, but I hope. But it's also possible if we're tighter that you're more on this 45-degree angle leg. Back leg, take a look at it. You want it coming center out from the back of the left hip. For a lot of us, we have to scooch that leg in towards midline a little bit. Keep the toes tucked to begin with, just to get the activation in that back leg. So you want the back glute, the left leg engaged. And once you've had that engagement, you can keep that engagement without keeping the toes tucked. Then you can flatten the foot. You're taking outer right hip, removing it back. The hips are square to the front of the mat. I like to take my hands wide, draw the belly button back. keeping the belly engaged and up. So as we start to fold down now, we're not letting the mid-body collapse. It's staying strong as we walk the hands forward and start to lower down. You find this spot to relax into. When we're holding this pigeon for a little, we're going to be here for a moment. Again, I want you to find some quiet, some peace. Especially if you're not going to hang in there for the end of this, your meditation. Really give yourself the opportunity right now to tap into your breath. And find in the stillness and in the quiet some solitude, some peace. Honoring yourself. And we're going to inhale, we're going to climb our way back up. Right now, we're just going to swing our left foot around so that you're bringing the left foot over the right leg and rolling the right foot in. So from the side, it looks like this. From the front, y'all, I look like this. Take the hands to either side, press down through the fingertips, lift up through the heart. Good. Inhale, lift up that right arm. As you exhale, twist it open and over towards the left. Lingering here for one more breath. Inhaling fully, and as we exhale, untwisting. So you'll find yourself just switch sides, come right into your second side for pigeon. So bring the left leg forward, bring the right foot behind you. And each side could be really different. One shin might end up being a lot more parallel, or if it's tighter, you'll find more of an angle there. And check in with that back leg, get it straight out from behind your hip. Once you have that engagement in the right leg, you can, as long as you keep that engagement, you can untuck the toes. Good. Bring the hands out wide, engage the midsection, keep it strong as you exhale and you fold forward. And the head doesn't have to come all the way to the floor. It just might not work for you. Sometimes I like to pause up here on my forearms. Sometimes I need to just be in this in-between space for a few breaths, and I inhale. You listen to the breath. You use it to open the muscles. So you inhale, you breathe in the light, white, bright, healing light into the tightness. And as you exhale, you imagine that tightness dissipating. And as you do this, maybe you find more space, more length, more room. And you can start to adjust the posture and maybe find more space in it, more release. Give me one more breath here. We're going to inhale, walk up onto our fingertips. And again, now we're bringing that right leg across. So I'll face you all again. Bring the fingertips to either side. Inhale, get length. Reach the left hand up this time. As you exhale, twist open towards the right side of the body. Maybe the elbow finds the outer edge of that right knee. It could be on the inner edge.
And this is our last posture. So as we come out of this in a moment, you're going to set yourself up to get ready for meditation. Or if you're leaving us, I thank you for joining us. I wish you could stay. And even if you can only stay for 5 minutes of meditation, I invite you to do that because that is enough. You don't have to do the whole 15 minutes. But it's better if you can. All right, inhale deeply. As we exhale, we're going to untwist. And just get whatever it is you need. If you have a sore low back and it's really hard for you to sit cross-legged in Sukhasana for 15 minutes, then lay down on the floor. Lay flat on your back or use a chair. You can do this meditation sitting on a chair with your feet flat on the ground. If you want to sit in Sukhasana, I highly recommend giving yourself a little boost under your booty. So just taking the edge of your sitting bones onto a little bit of a boost. Sometimes, depending on how tight I'm feeling, I even want to do a block, and I'll cover a block up with a pillow to make myself have a lot more space. And then what this is doing is just giving me a little tilt of the pelvis so that I'm not sinking into my low back. So as you arrive in your space, in this place, getting ready for meditation, I want you to close your eyes. Just start to connect to your breath. Bring both hands over the heart and just start to breathe in to your heart center. Paying attention to your own breath, noticing its rhythm, its pace, and just paying attention to yourself. And every time the chatter starts, you just acknowledge it and use your exhale to release it away. Now we're going to take our hands, and you're going to take one hand to the front of your body and one hand to the back, right at the very base of your spine, right at where your pelvis is. And as you inhale now, I want you to breathe in and imagine a red, bright light flowing up from the floor into the base of your spine, into this place right at the root of your being. This is your root chakra. So you inhale that bright red light. And at the top of the inhalation, imagine that light bathing this energy, this ball of energy situated here with a glowing, beautiful light. Imagine each inhalation, that red light grows brighter and deeper. Inhaling that light up, and exhale, imagining it descend back down. from our root chakra, we're going to make our way up our energy system as we walk our hands right below our navel point. You might want to bring both hands to the front of the body, whatever is more comfortable. And just situate them here about 2 inches below the belly button. And as you inhale now, I want you to inhale and imagine a bright orange light pulling up from the floor up into the base of the spine, all the way to this point right below the navel. And as you exhale, releasing that light back down. And again, inhale, pulling it all the way back up. And as it reaches this energy point, imagine that orange glowing light bathing the energy point, spinning it in circles. And with each turn and with each breath, the light grows brighter and stronger. Taking one more full breath here, pulling that bright orange light in. And then as you exhale, sending it back down. And we move our hands up the energy center right now to right between the diaphragm, right between the rib cage, the solar plexus. As we inhale this time, we draw up that bright yellow light up from the earth, up the base of the spine, into this energy point. As we pause with the breath, the top, it bathes this ball of energy, turning it and moving it. And that yellow light grows brighter and stronger. With the exhale, that light descends back down. And with each inhale, we draw it back up. Staying here for one more breath. Inhaling fully, drawing that bright yellow light in. And as we exhale, we descend that light back down, and we're just going to walk our hands back up to our heart. As we inhale this time, we imagine a bright green light flowing all the way up the column of the spine. And then connecting into this energy point, spinning and turning it. And this bright green light glows like an emerald with each breath, getting brighter, shinier. And we exhale, that breath moves back down the spinal column. Like a wave, the energy, the breath, the color moves up the spine, flooding our fourth chakra with love and light and healing energy. Take one final breath here. Inhaling that light around the heart center. And then exhale as that green flowing light descends back down. We walk our hands up to our throat. And this time as we inhale, we draw a bright indigo blue light all the way up the spine. Right to this place at our throat. Bathing our energy center with the healing light. With every exhale, that light descends back down. And again, we inhale more blue, bright light from the earth all the way up the spine. Twirling that ball of energy here. Imagining the healing it's receiving with each breath. And with each exhalation, all of this stagnant energy moves back out through the base of the spine. And as you're ready on your next inhale, we're going to walk our hands up to our third eye. Inhaling deeply. And drawing now a bright purple light all the way from the base of the spine, up the spinal column, to our third eye point. Bathing the third eye, the chakra point, with a bright purple light. And with each exhale now, that light moves back down, taking with it any stagnant energy. Taking one more inhale here, drawing that beautiful bright purple light back up. Really lingering in the in-between of that inhalation and exhalation, twirling that light around. With that last exhale, releasing the last of that stagnant energy back up, out the spine. And then walking the hands to the top of the head, the crown of the head. For our last and final energy point, our crown chakra. As we inhale now, we pull from the base of our spine this bright white light. You watch it climb all the way up, and as it reaches the crown of the head, we pause and we bathe this energy center with the light. We wrap it around, we spin it, and as we exhale, we release all of the stagnant energy back down and out our spine. Finishing up here with one final breath again, inhaling one more time, that bright white light all the way up to the crown of the head. holding it here, really wrapping the energy point with that light, collecting all of the last of that stagnant energy. And with your exhale, releasing it back down. And as you do so, release the hands, bringing them down to the knees, palms facing up. And for the last few moments, we're going to try and visualize now that rainbow of energy. With each inhale, we imagine all of those colors, the red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, the purple, and the white, pulling up from the earth, traveling up the spine. As it moves all the way up the spine, it explodes out of the crown chakra. And it surrounds our body, water flowing from the left and the right of the chakra, the top of the head, and around. Wrapping the body in a rainbow of energy. Inhale, breathing that rainbow up the spine, out through the crown of the head. And as you exhale, it waterfalls down and around the body, enveloping your entire soul, your entire being, your entire aura in this rainbow of light. Slowly start to come back to the body using the breath. And we'll bring our hands to meet at heart center. And as we end our class, we'll end our class together with an Om, taking a deep inhalation in through the nose, exhaling fully through the mouth. And again, this time we inhale deeply. Gently bow your chin to your chest, giving yourself gratitude for showing up this evening. The light inside of me bows to light in each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you guys for joining. I have no idea how successful this was on the other end of here. You know, the connection was going in and out, so we'll see. And I'll see you guys next week, and hopefully I'll have it more figured out by then. I don't know.
And the YouTube one, this one, when it ends, it